Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today, we're reading for the weekend, May 15th, 16th, and 17th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for my Aquariuses. Hello, my Aquariuses. How are you? Well, you know, weekend readings, well, I use my two Radley Valentine decks. Weekend readings, I use my Angel Tarot cards for the main message, and then I try to pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I've prayed, meditated, and infused both decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, so things continue to change. We're still working together, doing what we need to do to get through this. But many places are opening up. Many places are not. But they soon will. They soon will. Anyway, I am an intuitive channeler, and what that means is I open myself up to my higher power, and whatever the message is for whoever needed to hear it, it just comes through. Okay, 3 cards are face down. The first 2 are reversed strong energy for my Aquariuses. Let's see what we have for the weekend for you. First card up, the 4 of air. Okay. In many ways, I feel like you've said, I've done enough taking a rest. But what this is about, air energy, your energy, Gemini, Libra energy, you've been so focused on what's going on in the now that, and that you need to start kind of letting that type of energy go. You need to stop, and focus more so on what's going to be coming up next. Now, a couple of things with this, this is thought processes, hearing news, and this talks about kind of taking some, this is like taking a break, but I feel like this is taking a break from possibly the news, possibly from your work environment in itself. It's also taking the time, maybe you work Monday through Friday and the weekend is your downtime. This is also that time for you to do some self-care, self-love, kind of refresh yourself. I feel like my Aquarius is that many of you, not all of you, but many of you are kind of, the word tethered comes, meaning, you're caught with, you're kind of like connected to something. I feel like you're tethered to some of that negative energy. Now, that could be negative energy that's on the news. Maybe it's negative energy from a coworker. But you need to kind of loosen that tie. I don't know, we're going somewhere strange. Loosen that so that you give yourself some more room to wander. And again, maybe you can't leave the house, or maybe you can. Maybe you can get in the car and do a little bit of driving and just kind of take some time by yourself. But I feel like you need to make sure that you're connecting with your spirituality. You need to make sure you're connecting with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is. Because I feel like that's been something that many of my Aquarians have been missing and have been not necessarily doing. It's like I feel like you haven't been taking enough care of you. Okay? Okay. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. This one's reversed. Here we go. The Knight of Water. Now, water energy is fluid, emotional. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Knights are directional. Knights are like, again, there's this fluid, there's this very caring type of energy. It's, maybe there's people that you can work with that are going to bring up a different type of relationship. Maybe there's some relationships that you're already in that are changing and they're going to grow closer per se. But it could also be that you need to, again, take better care of you and, and just kind of have that, just kind of pull on that energy where you're not so, I could say stressed, but you're not so hard on yourself. My Aquarians, sometimes, I feel like my Aquarians that you're you tend to, you're like, you want to beat yourself up. you're kind of like, again, that tether, and maybe you're being pulled too hard by it, or maybe you're the one that's actually pulling it. I don't know why tether keeps coming, to me, but the word tether keeps coming, that you're tied. And you want, and this is something my Aquarius is, we've been talking about you breaking through and breaking free and, and releasing a lot of stuff. Well, again, too, full moon to new moon is a time to release things, release. So use that to put that energy out there. But, this is, again, this is caring for yourself, caring for, caring. Okay, anyway, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotion, an invitation to a social event, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. So, my Aquarius is, we've been talking about you moving forward. We've been talking about how, maybe things aren't going as fast as you want them to do. And that's might be why you feel, why you feel like you can't rush and you can't do the things you want. Things will open up. Things will open up. This is your time. My Aquarians, I get told this a lot. You are preparers. You prepare. Use it to prepare, okay? Your last card with this deck is that 3 of air. Air energy, again, your energy. And this is about, this is letting go. This is letting go. This is, whatever that tether is, is it, I hesitate to say to cut the tether, because, you may not be necessarily ready to switch your job or to switch your, where you're living, because I do feel a lot of movement. But this is, again, there's a lot of letting go energy here with this. Letting go of a lot of that past relationships, and reestablishing, and, it doesn't mean you have to let go of that person, but it's like you're reestablishing the relationship. You're now making more of the rules in the relationship. Does that make sense? Does that, so you might have a relationship with a former lover or with a lover, and now because you are wanting changes, you're setting up new boundaries, and you are now changing the dynamics of that relationship. Okay? You're changing, so that older lover or that current lover, he or she may feel, like that you can kind of go right back into where you were at. But it's like, no, I'm not going to go. No, we're not. If we want to go forward, if you want to go with me, whoever that person be, I've grown, I've done a lot of different things, and the tether, that tether, you have to come with me. I'm not staying with you. Does that make sense? I'm not staying where you were. I've grown, you have to work with me. You have to walk besides me. I'm not stopping and going back to where you were. Okay, whoever needed that one. Wow. Anyway, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. And part of that is, you don't have to forget. Forgiving helps you. Forgiving helps you. That's what the simple, you don't have to forget. And sometimes we go back into that, that kind of sadness where, like we think back on that, but forgiving helps you. Okay. So let's go on. Okay, that card. This is reversed. It is face up. 2 of Ariel. Ariel is earth energy, Taurus. It's also Virgo and Capricorn, solid energy. Something or someone that you can touch. A lot of times it has to do with money with opportunities, career. But I feel like this is more, especially with that 3 of air and that, like you need to walk beside me. I'm not staying still or walking or going backwards to where you were. Okay. Anyway, the 2 of Ariel. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So there's this emotional thing going on. There's a lot of, these changes that, you need to, you're going to be going forward. At the same time, there's going to be a lot of, there's a lot of this work energy going on here too. And I know working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. It's also having fun in the now, But my thing is really, you've been making some major changes, my Aquariuses. Um, the people in your life, they need to change with you, or else you'll be saying goodbye to them. Well, maybe not goodbye to them, because if you change, they have to change. They just do. It's just the way of it. You may not like how they change, or they may not like how you change, but change does bring about change. So this weekend, okay, anyway, my Aquariuses, it's not a bad weekend for you at all. It really isn't. And I do feel, again, a lot of your strength with this. So my Aquariuses, you know what to do with the buttons and the thumbs up. As always, my Aquariuses, know that you are loved, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye-bye.